Welcome one, welcome all to The Local, a chance to find out what's going on in the world of local footy around the great nation of Australia. My name is Daniel Harf. Great to be with you, and it's all thanks to the team at Premier Data, who are busy little beavers at the moment. Lots of competitions just getting underway around the country, and they are feverishly putting out all the numbers that everyone wants to know. The players, the coaches, the competitions, the fans, everyone wants to know about them. So the Premier Data team, good afternoon, good morning, and welcome to you and The Local here on another big week of footy. And there's lots to talk about in local footy because there are lots of competitions starting. Junior comps, school comps, local comps, whatever's happening. Most footy now is underway across the nation. That's what we do here. We sort of filter the good stuff, try and find the stories within that, and I can't do it by myself. Nick Sacco is the best in the business when it comes to local footy and coverage, and he's a part of the team here on The Local. Welcome back, Nico.
Hello, Harf. The sun's out. What a glorious week it was, particularly in Melbourne town.
Ridiculous.
Over the week, which is perfect, and I loved it. I'm not really a winter man, so I enjoyed seeing the sun out. But it was great because we got the best of local football, not just in the seniors, but as you said, with a lot of junior competitions kicking off too.
Yeah, junior footy is one of the great things. I coached junior footy, coached my son's team for a couple of years, was just a bystander for a couple of years as well. A great thing, junior footy.
What makes it so good, junior footy? What do you enjoy the most?
Because the kids get such a kick out of it. And you're not necessarily, well, in my philosophy anyway, it's different to some people. My philosophy is you're not trying to dominate and win every game. You want to just get the kids out there loving the game of footy and trying them in different positions, experiencing new things. That's my philosophy for junior footy until you get to maybe under 15s or 16s, and then you maybe sharpen up and maybe try and be a bit more competitive and win games and premierships and that sort of stuff. What happens before that, for me, is largely irrelevant. As long as the kids are having a great time, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? But that's the thing. The smiles on the faces, the games you can play with the kids at training and the joy they get out of it gives you a bit of a kick as an old person.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're someone like me who worked out that I wasn't going to be an AFL player by about 11 years of age, junior football for me was just a thrill each and every week. And even right up until the 17s level, which I played at, if you've got the right environment and you're playing with your mates and you've got a great coaching staff and club personnel around you, there's some of the best memories that you can make. And I certainly look back fondly over my time at junior footy too.
No doubt. And all you want to do was finish the game and get a hot dog and a Coke or a pie and a Coke. And that was all you needed to make yourself happy. Maybe a little bag of lollies if you were lucky.
Well, I hope that you won the best player award for the game and you got yourself a free hot dog.
Now, what did you get back in those days? Because when I first started, now this is 80s, mid-80s. It's a long time ago. It used to be a McDonald's award. It was the McDonald's award. You get a junior burger, small fries, and small Coke. That was the award for the best player every week, or the one that they would give it out to every week. What did you get?
Yeah, so ours was just a canteen voucher.
Right.
I can't remember exactly what the value was, but it's probably half a mortgage right now. But I reckon it was definitely $10 or $20 at the canteen that you could use any way you like. You could get 3 or 4 hot dogs. You could get yourself your bucket of chips, your dim sims, whatever it was. Unfortunately, didn't win it as many times as I would have liked, but still made the most of it when I got the opportunity.
Well, they have a knack. They have a knack of sharing those around for the players that are deemed best on ground any single week.
Well, how about we ask our local audience what prizes, what local footy prizes do clubs and leagues give out to players these days?
Yeah,
because I'm sure
ones.
it range from a whole different variety of prizes.
Well, we've seen on Fox Footy they're giving away the meat tray,
Yes.
Which is a great idea, just by the way. Whoever came up with that, well done. So I had the McDonald's award, the junior burger, junior small fries and Coke. But yeah, what are the awards for the best, particularly juniors? What are you getting out there? Because they've got a lot of sponsors. Junior footy clubs are really big, so they get sponsors for that sort of stuff. What are you getting out there? Let us know what you get or your kids get for best on ground in their local footy competition. That's a good idea. Put it through in the comments and we'll have a chat about that. That'd be great.
I don't reckon, unfortunately, there's too many cars being won by players for market of the year.
I wouldn't have thought so. I wouldn't have thought so in the junior footy levels, but maybe one day. Although the way the world's going, it's going the other way. You'll get a bag of chips and that's about it.
Before we move to some of the storylines from the weekend, you just touched on it, I think, before, that school footy also back.
School footy's back, absolutely. I'm involved in that, in the APS. We took on Matty Lloyd's boys at Haileybury last week and got done. So cop one between the eyes early doors. But school footy is back, and there's a big interest in school footy these days. The online community has made school footy huge.
Yeah.
And the spreading of the clips, all the kids take their phones and they record the stuff and they put it online, and all of a sudden whoever's involved in those becomes a viral sensation.
Well, Thanks to Baseline Footy, they're ones that are big on that front. But Premier Data have also gotten involved.
My word, we get the Premier Data stats every week.
We do, and then includes
wasn't
school
as good
footy.
as I would have liked them to look those numbers for us on the weekend.
No, that's
Right.
okay.
It's not the Premier Data team's fault.
We'll move past that pretty quickly. But I just wanted to give a shout out because it's great that Premier Data are also getting involved in school footy. Boost these kids' draft chances, I'm sure. And a lot of clubs are having a look to see which players are standing out at school footy level. But the one that caught my eye this week, the highest ranked player that Premier Data recorded, actually came in Perth. George Gale, who is playing for Scotch College over in Perth. 183 ranking points, 38 touches, 3 goals, along with 18 contested possessions, 9 clearances, 8 score involvements.
Georgie boy, right? That's a good day. 38-3 at school footy level is a good day. You wouldn't get too many more than that, I wouldn't think. There'll be some bigger bags, and I don't think you get too many players getting 40 at school footy level. I don't reckon that's happening too often.
Well, nobody recorded 40 disposals from Premier Data this week.
There you go.
So I'll be keeping an eye out. So I'll see if anyone can hit the 40 disposal barrier.
Who's he play for? Scotch College.
Scotch College in Perth, yes.
And a bit of Claremont action too in the Colts over there, perhaps. Maybe even the seniors if he's going that well.
Yeah.
Well done, Georgie boy. Good stuff. School footy back, and Georgie dominating proceedings. We'll keep an eye on that through the seasons, the school footy season across the country. Don't worry about that. If we focus on perhaps the more local, the senior men's competitions, there was a big name getting out to the local leagues on the weekend. Nico, what can you tell me?
Yeah, so Trent Cotchin, 3-time premiership captain at the Richmond Footy Club.
Brownlow medalist.
Brownlow medalist, absolutely right. Multiple best and fairest, all Australians. He suited up for Reservoir over the weekend. Now, his local junior club was West Preston, where he won a league best and fairest as well. But yeah, he played for Reservoir over the weekend, which of course we've spoken about them a couple of times on this podcast. The Aaron Edwards plays for them, Levi Greenwood. So they got the stars of the show involved, and Trent Cotchin. I'm pretty sure it's just a one-off appearance for him. I don't believe this will be a permanent thing, but what a great thrill for the community to see that Reservoir were able to, recruit Trent Cotchin for that one game.
Particularly the local boys coming back. I mean, they're good stories. We like those ones. And there's plenty of players that play the one-off games around the country and they hang out with mates and they'll go and do it for a bit of a show and that type of thing. And that's great. But when they go back home, that's a really cool thing. I actually spoke to Dyson Heppel, the champ from the Bombers, on the weekend, and he's doing a few sort of cameos around the country as well. But he's going back home to Leongatha in a couple of weeks. So we're going to try and get him on and have a chat about the involvement at home. And I think this is the essence of our whole community, Nico. That's local footy. It's about local people doing things with local people. Despite the fact that we love the cameos from the superstars, and we had Gary Ablett Jr. discussion a couple of weeks ago when he went to Tassie. But local heroes coming back is awesome. That's great for the community.
Oh, it's the best, isn't it? And yeah, we've mentioned it before, but it does get everybody involved, and that's what it's all about, just getting the community a part of it and just the thrill of having an ex-AFL superstar suit up for your local football club. It's a great thrill.
Yeah, good on him.
They did lose by 110 points. But
they lost?
They got pumped by Ivanhoe.
With Edwards and Cotchin and whoever else.
Yeah, Greenwood, yep. So they
lost by 100?
23-16, 154 were Ivanhoe. Reservoir just the 6-8-44.
Well, he's always been a hack, that Cotchin fella. He's always been a hack, no good for anyone. And he's been dragging Reservoir down for years.
Well, they are going to be a very good side, Ivanhoe, this year. But yes.
Why are they so good, Ivanhoe? How come they're so good?
They have recruited a couple of Div 1 talents. So Alex Federico from West Preston, the Blackmore Moore brothers from Banyule. So I think Vivian played over the weekend. Riley Lowton, who of course ex-VFL talent, Richmond. Okay. He's also from Banyule. So they've recruited really well. And that's considering that I think maybe 2 years ago they had Scott Selwood on their books, as well as another name that escapes me off the top of my head. But they've only just joined the NFL a couple of years ago. And they're really making a strong charge of it this year. So maybe they're just a team not to be messed with in 2026.
They might be the team to chase, aren't they? They have to be close.
Well, they're 2-0 from 2 games. They had a bye, and they've got a percentage of 470. So Take that with what you will.
That's a strong start to the season for the Mighty Hoers, but no good coaching, dragging them down for years at Reza.
Well, let's stay on the NFNL just for now,
right?
Because we had Cameron Cloke, who we mentioned last week.
We talked about him last week.
So he kicked 9. He celebrated his 300th game, kicked 3 goals, and Watsonia, the team he plays for, of course, they won by 38 points.
300th local game.
300th game. Well, I don't know if it's a combined AFL local 300.
That'd have to be combined, I reckon, wouldn't it? Wouldn't have been.
I mean, he didn't play too
local.
many AFL games, to be fair.
It's 15 years at local footy. Would he be that old? I don't know. Anyway, 300 games is a lot of senior footy. Doesn't matter what level you play or what levels
Correct.
you play. It's a lot of senior footy. So he was playing against McCaffrey, wasn't he?
He was. Yes.
And then Brent McCaffrey from last week's pod.
Yep. And
so who won? Watsonia.
So Watsonia, Cloak's team won by 38 points.
How many did McCaffrey have?
Don't have McCaffrey's stats, which obviously means it wasn't as notable.
Did all the media get to his head?
Ooh.
And the media got to McCaffrey's head. The coverage here on the local got to his head.
Maybe he heard you say that they're a one-man team, Harf, and he might have thought, oh, all right, I'll carry them again.
Well done, Clokey. Big ones, 9 snaggeroonies.
But I'll tell you what, so another
300
game celebration for Paddy Fitzgerald. You might have remembered Scotty Horton mentioned his name when we spoke to him about a month or so ago. So he's a Montmorency icon, played a lot of years there. He's at Lorimer at the moment in Division 3. He played his 300th game, and he did it by kicking a career-best 14 goals. As Lorimer ended up with a powerful 158-point triumph over Kinglake.
The poor old Lakers caught one between the eyes there, but Lorimer too good. And big Fitzy. Get 14 big ones.
14.
That's his. So we've had a weekend of that, haven't we? With Scott Pendlebury have record numbers after 431 games.
Yes.
And then Fitz here at Lorimer now, getting a record after 300 games.
Don't bring up Pendles. I'll spend the next 10 minutes.
No, I shouldn't. I knew I shouldn't have said anything.
But yeah, Paddy Fitzgerald, and from memory, he's not far away from the 1,000 local goals mark either.
Love to get him on.
So he is also on the short list, of course, to get him on the local. So well done, Paddy.
Well
300
done, Paddy.
games, 14 goals. It's a pretty good effort.
Yeah, and Kinglake, you'll be back. Just one game. You'll be back next week. You'll be fine.
We need to talk about Gormandale. I don't know if you remember this club last week, but they had the longest losing run, or the longest run without a win in local football.
Because they drew, didn't they?
They drew last week, couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
65 games without a win. Well, I can tell you they have broken the drought.
Go the Dales.
They have won.
Up the Dales.
23-point win over Yarram in the North Gippsland League on Saturday.
It's been building. It's been coming. This has been on the horizon, and we've been able to get there. And we are back, the mighty Gormandales. We are going to be dominant this year. So we're a win, a draw, and maybe a loss to start the season.
Yes.
We're even Stevens.
That's a pretty good result, I would have said.
Go the Dales. Fantastic. Well done.
Shout out to Gormandale.
Was that at home? Because if that was at home, the locals would have been going bananas.
Don't know if it was at home. I can have a look for you in the meantime. But 4 years, 65 games without a win. The longest winless run in Victorian country football is officially over.
Brilliant. That is awesome. How good would that be? Big celebrations, hopefully, at Gormandale on Saturday night after the win. Well done. They're great stories. That's the good stuff. We like that.
Absolutely.
It's communities hanging out together, working through real rough times. And getting the chockies, finally getting a bit of lick of the ice cream. Well done. That's great.
A few more to wrap up. So Sam DeLoza for Endeavour Hills kicked 9 goals in a commanding win over Hallam. So that was in the Southern Football Netball League. So a good result there for Sammy. A nice day out, a 9-goal win. Wandon defeated Officer in the Outer East Premier Division. They were both undefeated coming into this game.
Right.
And it's Wandon who have Aaron Mullett, the former North Melbourne player. He didn't actually even play for Wandon on the weekend, but they were able to still get the job done, winning by 18 points, and they are now the undefeated side and the team to beat in the Outer East Premier Division.
So he's a ripper, Aaron Mullett. He used to dominate at Vermont before he got the chances at North Melbourne. Well, he's a ripping local player.
Add him to the list.
He's on the list. Yeah, get him on the list. He's a beauty.
Absolutely.
I've coached against his brother Ryan, who was an absolute jet, who played at Vermont for years. He should have played AFL footy, I reckon.
There you go.
He was quite something. And still ripped to bits too. He's finished and retired and old and grumpy like me, but he's ripped to bits. He's one of those blokes.
Oh, I'm
Mal,
sure.
Afternoon.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. He's watching. Springvale Districts in speaking of the Southern League, came from 7 goals down to defeat Cranbourne by 2 points in a thrilling finish at Springvale Reserve. They were 20 points down at three-quarter time after being 7 goals down earlier in the game. They held on to win 14-10 to 14-8 over Cranbourne. So
Big comeback. We like big comebacks.
7 goals down.
Well done to the district crew. Well done. I think one of my old boys at Baldwin's coaching Cranbourne.
Is that right?
I think so.
There you go.
And Soldados, I think.
Murrayville, who are
Ange.
one of the 2 Victorian teams who play in South Australia. They're right on the border.
Yeah, right.
In the Murray Valley League. Their 23-game winning streak came to an end in round 1. So their round 1 was this weekend over there in the Murray Valley. And they lost by 24 points to Brown Wells, 13-10 to 10-4. So
that's a South Australian league.
Yep.
But because they're on the border, this Victorian team plays in the South Australian League.
Correct. So Murrayville had won the last 2 premierships and were unbeaten since 2024 coming into this year. And round 1, they get knocked off.
Got ahead of themselves.
Oof.
Double premiership hangovers. Back-to-back premiership hangovers.
A 23-game winning streak's not too bad.
Well, let's keep an eye on Murrayville. I want to find out if they can bounce back. If that was just a blip on the radar, this is a sign of things to come after a period of dominance there in the Murray Valley Footy League.
A shout-out to Coringal, who posted their first win of 2026. They only won 1 game last year.
Right.
They defeated Tyre by, 39 points in their Anzac Day clash. They're coached by Nathan Burke.
They are too.
Yeah, so he joined the club last year. They only won 1 game, and they've now won their first match of the year, which is obviously a pretty significant milestone. So well
That's
done
good.
to them.
That's good because they lost a lot of players last year, and then they put a lot of kids in. I was talking to someone about this because of the Burke connection, the great Nathan Burke connection.
Yes.
And I was doing some work with Burke in the ABC.
There you go.
Covering some footy.
Yep.
And he was talking about how big a challenge it was. But next year, he said, which is this year, would be a bit better. So that's a great result for Coringa. Well done, Berkey.
Absolutely. And then just to finish, we had Josh Shackey, of course.
Oh, yeah, for East Doncaster.
For East Doncaster, just a lazy 12 on the weekend.
Just a lazy 12. He's a big man.
And we'll see his stats in a moment.
Oh, righto.
But he did kick 12, and Doncaster East posted a big victory over South Belgrave, 21-10, 136 to 12-11-83.
I did a function at East Doncaster a couple of years ago, 2 years ago. And they're a great footy club. We had a great night. And, they were loving the fact that Big Josh, former number 2 pick, was he? I reckon he was number 2 pick in the draft.
Definitely very high.
I reckon he was number 2. Had a couple of cracks out of the AFL level, of course, but at local level, massive man. You reckon he'd be tough to defend. If you've got half a decent team who can move the ball, you'd be half a chance, I reckon.
Spot on, number 2.
Number 2. Who was number 1?
In the 2015 draft. Was that the...
Who was number 1 in the Josh Shackey draft? Let's find out who that is because that's going to annoy me if I can't work that out.
You're going to be stewing on it all day.
2015 AFL
It was
draft.
Jacob Wiedering for Carlton.
Wieders.
Yes.
It was 2.
Yes.
So 2 big blokes went early, which is unusual.
Jacob Wiedering, Josh Shackey, Callum Mills, Clayton Oliver, Darcy Parish was that top 5.
Callum Mills,
Sydney.
Clayton Oliver, Darcy Parish,
Yes.
top 5.
Yes. So
Okay.
interesting.
Okay, well, 4 of those 5 are still going.
Absolutely. And also one to finish is, so back to the Northern League. I'm going to be biased around this local for the Northern. They've always got a soft spot in my heart.
Collingwood Northern Footy League from you.
Oof, we love it. For Heidelberg West, so I talked about Ivanhoe just before, who defeated Reservoir. Well, they beat Heidelberg West by 142 points last week.
Ivanhoe beat Heidelberg West by 142.
142.
Righto, okay.
They've turned that around. They beat Kilmore by 7 points on the weekend. So a shout out to Heidelberg West for that turnaround. But they were 0-7 at quarter time, Heidelberg West,
Right.
and got to 0-9 before they kicked their first goal.
Oh, we talked about this last week.
Yeah, and they finished 8-12 to win by 7 points.
We talked about this last week, the challenge of getting that first goal on the board after you get a couple of behind. 0-9 is a bad result, but to come back and win the game's a huge performance.
Oh, absolutely it is.
Well done.
That's what I'm more impressed at, that they were able to win the game. So.
Well done. So Heidelberg West, they're in Divi 3. Yep. Yeah, because I watched them play against Old Paradians last year, maybe.
Yep, that would be right. Yep.
2 years ago.
Couple years ago.
The Divi 2 last year.
Yep.
The Mighty Paradians. So I saw them because they wear the brown and gold, the
yes,
Hawks.
they're the Hawks.
Yeah.
They are the Hawks.
Heidelberg West. And Kilmore were in the Blues, the two Blues.
They're the two Blues.
Two Blues. I've got some family at Kilmore.
There you
Kids
go.
play at the junior footy club up there.
Lovely. Shout out to the Kilmore Footy Netball
Shout
Club.
out to the in fact, my sister and her husband run the canteen at Kilmore Junior Footy Club.
Oh, there you go.
So
Very important role.
hope you brought up big.
Wonder if they give vouchers out to their
Well,
players.
no, I don't know. It's a good question. I'll find out.
Yes, let me
I'll
know.
find out about that up there at the magnificent Kilmore Junior Footy Club, or the Kilmore Footy Club full stop. Hey, so let's look at some key numbers. You've teased a few of the best performances already
Yes.
from the team at Premier Data who put this together for us. What have you got?
Well, I want to start with a man that we're going to speak to later this week in Brett Bewley because
yes.
we need to give him a pump up. And after seeing these stats on the weekend, we had to get him on. So keep an eye out for that later in the week.
245.
That's the highest ranking we got this week, 245.
So Brett Bewley's a name that footy fans will know through his time in I think he played Freo. It was Freo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For Brett. Played a little bit of time at Freo. Willie in the VFL, I reckon, and dominating now at Darley. 248 is good. I'd like to see another goal. I'd like to see 48 and 2. I don't ask much. But 48 and 2 would have been much better than 48 and 1, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
16 clearances positive. He's obviously doing a hell of a job.
I think
and they're going all right too, Darley, aren't they?
they're 3-0 to start the year, so they're up and about. And we'll also shout out his teammate very quickly, Billy Myers, who is also continuing his strong form. He's a defender, went up forward this week to kick his 8 goals.
Hang on. Just this week?
Yep.
Plays defence. Went forward, kicked 8.
And kicked 8.
Righto. Oh, well, now the coach has got a magnet he can flip. He's the modern day swingman.
He's up and about. He had 16 intercept possessions last week, goes up forward and just has a lazy 8. Not bad.
Now he's kicking 8 at the other end. Oh, Billy.
All right.
Good on you, Billy.
Let's go to Will Clark. Plays for Old Scotch.
He does.
In the VAFA.
Oh, what he does.
61 hit-outs, 8 clearances, 25 disposals and 3 goals. That's a very good all-round performance, I would have thought.
Righto. Let's keep him on the radar for the state team. That's what I'm keen to find out when we go to the VAFA numbers every week. 208's a good day. 61 hit-outs, 8 clearances, 3 goals. See, this is good. Big bloke's pushing forward.
Yep.
Do you reckon he's pushing forward or resting forward?
Either way, he's getting the job done.
I might watch that game and see what he's doing because that's a handy asset to have in your team. If you've got a big bloke and go forward and kick goals as well. Good on you, Will. Nice work.
Absolutely. All right, we'll go to Connor.
Connor Foppiani.
Foppiani, 23 and 10, if you don't mind.
Oh, yes. There we go. So disappointing 5 tackles. You shouldn't have to worry about that stuff when you're kicking big bags. That's somebody else's job, Connor. That's real team man stuff from him. That's a good sign. You're kicking 10, still having tackles. That's a good day. Newtown Chilwell. How are they going? Do we know?
Not sure. I can have a look,
we'll keep an eye on
but what I can tell you is that they won by 171 points on the weekend
Oh, boy.
over North Shore.
I'm surprised he needed to tackle 5 times if that's the case. They've dominated the ball by that much, Connor and the team at Newtown Chilwell.
Moving on. Oh, one I forgot to mention. So spoke about Old Scotches and Will Clark.
Yes.
Well, they lost that game. St. Bernard's won that game.
They
Zach
did.
Overman had 200 ranking points, 26 disposals, 19 intercept possessions, 12 spoils and 12 rebound 50s.
A dominant defensive display is what we refer that to.
Well,
from
my
Zachy
question for
Overman.
you is who gets the 3 votes in this match?
Well, who won? St. Bernard's won. Normally they lean
Bernard's
to a
won.
team that won. I reckon Zach might feature in the votes as much, if not more, than Will Clark there.
Despite Will's
So there's a bit of a
stats?
yeah. No, don't get me wrong. Will's numbers are very, very good, but he's clearly been a dominant defender.
Yes.
And it looks like Scotch had a fair few looks inside forward 50 too. Just by the way, if Zach's having to take out 12 by himself.
Well, the score was 65 to 63.
Well, I saw a bit of vision on this on the socials because they came back to win this game. They were down at 3/4 time, I reckon.
Right. Okay.
Because Steve Alessio, the great Steve Alessio, coaches St.
yes.
Bernard's in the MOs.
There you go.
Big Cess, great man, funny human being, by the way. If you ever get the company of Stephen Alessio, just sit there and just listen,
Nice.
and you'll laugh your guts out. He's fantastic. So that's a big win there for St. Bernard's. They came back. Was at the Snake Pit at St. Bernard's. I saw that vision.
Yes.
And they were up and about. So well done.
Sticking with Geelong, so we
back to
had
Newtown
Connor
Chilwell.
before, but this is Taj. Again, there was a big win for him. 35 disposals, 3 goals.
35 and 3. If they're going to dominate a game like they did with that margin, you need to have your mids kicking snags. This is good, Tash. We're on track.
Up and about.
On track.
Keegan Lowe, Devonport in Tassie, 50 disposals. That's the most disposals we had recorded in a game this week. 26 contested possessions, 15 clearances, and 10 inside 50s. I can tell you as well, that's just come through. You also kicked a goal.
There we go. See, that was you
I
knew,
knew that's why.
You knew exactly where I was going with that. 50 is a good day. 15 clearances is a good number too, just by the way. What, do we know the scoreline there?
Yes, we sure do. It ended up being
Suggests to me they had a good win.
130-6.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yes.
That makes sense. Well done, Keeks. Good stuff. That's a good day at the office.
A couple more to finish. This is Ava Reid for Clarence in the Southern Football League in Tassie.
Yes.
32-8, if you don't mind.
There we go. Fantastic. That's a good day. That's a really good day, 32-8.
Yep.
And 12 hit-outs too. So one of the key posters doing both jobs, sitting forward, taking big clunks and then go in the middle and get the tap-outs.
Very impressive.
Good stuff. Well done, Ava. Very nice work. Very nice work.
And then teammate Heidi Preshaw, 30-4, along with 10 clearances and 20 contested possessions.
What was the margin?
259 points.
Was the margin?
Yep.
Poor, she wish. That's a relatively easy day at work, that one.
They defeated Brighton.
It's not a suburb, it's a lifestyle. Wow. Well done, Heidi. That's a big day.
It is.
259 points was the margin.
Yep, 259-0 was the final score.
Whoa.
A couple more to finish. Who have we got? Oh, this is Nicholas Warnock. So the key one to look at here, those 14 intercept marks are the third most intercept marks ever recorded in Premier Data history.
Is that right?
That is right. So 30
Rightio.
touches, 17 marks, 14 of them intercepts, 9 of them contested. But they did win by 16 points only. So
fair to say Nicholas had a big hand in that for Vanilla.
Vanilla.
How am I going? Vanilla in the Goulburn Valley.
We will finish with Josh Shackey.
There we go.
12 goals from 18 disposals, 9 marks, and 170.
He's 18 and 12 only get you 170.
Mm.
I thought I might have got him a few more than that.
No.
I think we're undervaluing the impact the big blokes are having in this competition.
Well, yeah,
Well,
potentially.
Have a chat to the team at Premier Data about that. 18 and 12's got to get you more than 170, doesn't it? Anyway, it's a good day. It's a good day.
That's what it's
Who
all
did they
about.
beat?
Doncaster East. They defeated.
You said it. You said it before.
Yeah, I did. South Belgrave. South Belgrave.
Belgrave. That's
Yes,
right.
Yes. So
South Belgrave. You did say that.
that's okay. So there you go.
Josh.
There's some of the stats, the big ones from the week.
stats are good, and we love little stills, and we love a little bit of data on the screen from Premier Data. It's awesome. But what's happening at the moment, Nico, as you well know, is the vision is coming in.
Yes.
We're getting some vision coming into us, and keep sending in all the good stuff. Check it through the socials. It'll come to us, and we'll be able to put it on the pod and glorify the excellence that is going on out there in local footy land every week. And this week, Nico, there is some excellence.
Well, I want to start because you brought it to our attention. We saw some photos come through from East Ringwood where there was a massive mark. And
what about this?
The photos looked great. Don't get us wrong. But
Tristan Tweedy?
Tristan Tweedy.
Yeah.
And this is an intercept mark as well, mind you.
That's a great stat.
But let's watch.
Let's have a look at this from Tristan Tweedy against Noble Park, Mutamere Street in Noble Park. So an away game for East Ringwood Roos.
High
You watch
ball.
him come in. Here he is, the back.
Oh,
Long sleeve just for a bit of impact as well. No need for it. It was 1,000 degrees last Saturday. That's a good hover. Let's go through that in slow motion. Yeah, good, Nico. Good. Look at that. Right on knee on the back of the head. Defender coming in. No chance. That is an absolute corker.
Yeah.
That's the best we've seen so far this year.
I was just about to ask. That's the best.
That's the best we've seen so far this year. If you can beat it, send it through. We want to know about it. Want to highlight it. But Tristan Tweedy, well done to you. Have you got the still or not? Didn't have the still?
I can get the steal for you.
Well, you just
Yeah,
have a bit of because the still paints because it comes from the other angle.
Yeah.
The still comes from in front. So if we can get a bit of a look at that.
Yeah, I'll have it up on the YouTube.
Yeah,
so
right.
You'll be
All
able,
right, good.
You'll be able to see it.
Right.
So.
It's a ripper, the still. Makes it look just as good, but that's a good hang. Good hang. Tweedy, 3 votes
Oh, bang.
when it comes to mark of the year so far.
We have, next start, we have this monster kicking. This is in the VAFA. This is Old Brighton versus St. Kevin's. Andrew Matheson.
At Brighton Beach Oval, I saw St. Kevin's were playing here.
So this
And normally the breeze goes to that end.
Yeah.
but it looks like he's going to go into it.
This is real Dustin
happened here?
Fletcher areas. Have a look how far this goes. It's a flat one, but look at the mongrel. It bounces and it bounces and it bounces all the way inside 50.
It's gone inside 50. It must be only 40, that thing. It's a small oval, Brighton Beach Oval. I've played there. Sorry, I've coached there. It's a small oval, and the breeze must have been going that way. But that's gone. So he's kicked it from what, about 25 metres out?
Well, he has taken a bit of license.
He's taken a bit of light. Yeah, so he jumped a little bit of the. He's got ahead of the play here a little bit. Look at the bloke on the mark. It doesn't even bother. So he's kicking it from. Yeah, it's about 20. So it's a 40-metre line, I reckon. So it's about 20. But that's it's gone 80, 90, hasn't it?
Yeah.
With the bounce.
Yeah.
It's gone close enough with the bounce. That's you know what that is? That's an inside 50 he gets.
That's a very
Not
good.
too many blokes kicking the ball in from full back ever get an inside 50 with that stat.
Well, speaking of long kicks, let's go to the West Gippsland Football Netball Competition, Turin Dalmore. Brad Lenders. Have a look where this goal comes from. So it's out of bounds. I don't know if they've got a lasso rule, but regardless, it's a free kick to Turin Dalmore right in front of the bench there. Just assessing options here. Nice Anzac Day kits, by the way. Long,
Yeah, I like the Anzac Day kits.
long, over the top of the pack, bouncing,
all the way
straight
in.
through.
Oh, can you go back and have a look at that again?
Sure can.
Because I reckon that's a long way from the action, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a long way from the action.
Now, how much responsibility do you have on that pack in the forward line to not read?
Oh, I'm all of it on the blokes at the back. Seriously. I know we press high these days in modern footy, but that is ridiculous not to be able to have someone's workout's going to go over their heads. That's a big roost. That is a big roost.
Very
Well
good
done.
from Turin and Dalmore.
Yeah, I like that Anzac Day strip. That's a ripper.
That is. Yes. I know a few clubs that sort of got some together, so well done.
Yeah. Nice
All right, we're going to finish with this boundary check side. This is in the EDFL, Hillside versus Greenvale.
Yep.
Callum Di Pietro. I hope I've said that right.
Reckon you might have.
Oh, that's the same one. So, yeah, if you have a look, watch how this one plays out. So it's a boundary throw-in.
Yep. Got some jumper clash issues here.
A little bit.
Same
Bucks go at
colour
it.
scheme. That's fine. It can happen.
Wait for Callum to get the
Where's Callum getting the
footy.
footy? Callum's going to pick it
There
up
it
right
is.
about now.
Bang.
Or just across the body. Lays it across. And boys are getting around Callum. How's a ripper? Nice work. Do we know the scoreline in that? How important was that snag? Do we know? It
I can tell you.
was a nice one. There's a bit of bobbling around here. Contested footy, just going to spit out some stage. Look at him just sitting out there, number 4, just waiting for something. That's a real good goal sneak goal, that is.
That is. It's your typical sort of small forwardish
Yeah.
type of role.
Yeah,
isn't it?
goal sneak goal. That's good. That's good. They're the sort of blokes you need in your team. You need those blokes. Well done, Cal.
I can tell you that Greenvale won by 30 points.
Righto.
So it meant nothing. But well done. Well done, regardless.
But it's a bloody great goal. And that's the sort of stuff we need you to send in to us here on the local. There's lots of local footy. There's school footy, junior footies we talked about before now. So there's no excuse not to send in some of the awesomeness you're seeing out there every single week. The team at Premier Data can help us out too. So don't worry about that. But Nico, there's been a lot going on and there's more still to come. And we'll talk about it next week. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Harf. Only the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, so much more to come. Plenty of things happening. And we're going to talk about it all on the local.